Hello, hello. Welcome to another video where we are back in Porcupine and we're going to catch up with Finley. When we were last here, if I remember correctly, there had been a bad storm which had destroyed part of the hospital, or at least damaged part of the hospital, and we were dealing with the fallout from that. So, I'm trying to, as always, remember all the voices and accents I did for each character last time. We'll see how that goes with my terrible memory. Oh, Finley, this is how I felt this morning. It's exactly how I felt. Before we start, I should apologise in advance for any background noise you may hear. For reasons, I have to leave my window open at the moment where I would normally shut it to record, so apologies if there is anything disruptive in the background. I'll try and deal with that as much as possible as I can in editing, but I'll be a bit limited in what I can do. Look at poor little Finley, he looks so tired and sleepy. It definitely feels a little bit less inviting, his apartment, without the little plant that sadly got damaged in the storm. I do love the sound of his little footsteps on the ground. Okay, Finley, well, it's one of those days where there are no words, you've just got to get on with the day. Well, it's our guy. Let's speak to him. Why the pale face? Not had your breakfast yet? No, I can't eat a thing. Oh, touch the old stomach trouble. You could say that. That's too bad. But a walk in the fresh air can cure most ills. That's what I always say. Are you cold? No, I've been out and about today already. Treating myself to a little something to warm me up. Booze? Come on, man. You know I don't touch that stuff. I was at the mall. Some kind soul bought me a nice big mug of tea. With candy sugar even. Life don't get much better than that. And how much did that tea cost them? Not very much, I would imagine, and that made such a difference to his day. Being stuck out in the rain can't be very nice. Right, well, I'm going to go and see Frauke because that's been our little routine. But I can't remember if it was last time or the video before, we did actually get the achievement for learning all there was to learn from Frauke, which I find hard to believe. She feels like she's got loads more to teach us, much more than 4 conversations worth or whatever. Finley, how goes it? Hey Frauke. Back by the river again? Of course, I couldn't leave you hanging. Leave me hanging over what? Over this? This? Our river meditation. Have you been feeling the benefits yet? Yes, absolutely. Then take a few more deep breaths and grab a thought from the stream of consciousness to help you flow through the day. Have you got one? Yep. Good. If you need more, we'll be here. The river and I. Frauke? Finley? Thank you. Nothing to thank me for, young Finley. It's peaceful. It's peaceful here by the river. It is lovely, the sound of running water. Frauke seems to have what looks like a tea bag at the end of her fishing rod. Also, her fishing rod isn't in the river, so not sure how she's going to catch anything, but you know, she's vibing with the water. It's fine. She's meditating. I thought she was actually going to send it into the river then, but no, just a little twitch. Well, cheers, Frauke. You really do set me up for the day right by chilling me out and getting my mind in focus. And now off to the hospital, I guess. I can't remember what we were meant to be doing today. I don't know if we had other plans. I'm sure it's just a normal work day, unfortunately. So let's head off. As always, the choice is to whether to take the high road or the low road to the hospital, or the bus. Do I want to take the bus? We haven't done that much. Oops, I put my controller down momentarily and it has obviously disconnected, because that is what it does. We'll walk. We will walk because I would like to take the low road, I think. Gebruder Biberig. Oh no, it's blocked. Oh, so I will need to go down to the town and check the some of the shops got not destroyed, I keep saying destroyed. Some of the shops got completely destroyed. Some of them got damaged in the aforementioned storm, and I wanted to check on how they were doing, but maybe they've blocked off that part of the town because it's dangerous. Or maybe the storyline just wants to direct us over here. Ever since Pina showed me the memorial figurines, I've seen the glow milk woods through different eyes. I've seen them through different eyes because it looks like a bird. I thought it looked like a crow last time, that shadow. Excuse me while I try and take a sip of tea. It's quite funny how you can only choose to take the bus at that stop near your house, but you can't kind of get the bus later on. It's either take the bus or walk. You have to make that decision quite early on. Right, this looks closed. No way I'm going in there right now. Even just the thought of alcohol is enough to make my stomach churn. Not to mention what we put Giuliano through yesterday. Of course, that won't have been his first bar fight. But I doubt it ever gets easier. Well, he's had two that sort of involved Finley on the periphery already. So I'd forgotten that part. Excuse me a second, I'm just going to tie my hair back because it's getting on my nerves. But I had forgotten that in our last video, that was kind of where we ended things, wasn't it? Finley went to Giuliano's, no, not Giuliano's, Gilbert's it's called, isn't it? With Karl and Mia to kind of dissect the events of the day and the kind of weird response the hospital was giving to the storm and stuff. And then of course that old guy whose name Ralph and Ralph's mate, his little frog mate, were there obviously mouthing off as usual. So once again Karl got into a fight. I hope you didn't see the bar fight yesterday. You bet I did. But don't sweat it. It's not the first time the folks have Porcupine. It's not the first time the folks of Porcupine, I guess, have disagreed with one another over the centuries. You wouldn't believe the things I've seen. Sorry for that gap, I had a tickle in my throat. It's the Hibernation Festival tomorrow. Your big day, right? Yeah, my big day. One of many. But you'll finally be getting water again, right? That's good, right? Oh yes, indeed. I feel dirtier than I have in a long time. A dirt that not even the rain washes away. You know what I mean? I think so. See you tomorrow. Hopefully the rain will stop by then. I can't wait. Toodaloo. Very friendly statue. Right, well here's our little building guy. How are things looking with the fountain? Do you think you'll be able to get it up and running by the Hibernation Festival tomorrow? Of course we will, kid. Don't remember the voice I did. We'll get it all back in working order. But these old pipes really have seen better days. They need a proper cleaning, or replacing ideally. But hey, that's not my problem. That's the spirit, babe. Cheers for that. I was going to say, like, no one uses umbrellas around here, but I guess they're all animals, aren't they? So they're better equipped for the rain than humans, although Finley has wings and refuses to fly, so I don't understand. Oh, where's our little coffee puffin? Every day I pass here and I want this bicycle. I don't even know if that's a possibility, but it being there just taunts me. What's that village in the distance called? I have no idea. That's pretty embarrassing. Yeah, it is. Should be ashamed. Wow, the long walk to work. Now there were a couple of bits last time we were at work, a couple of the treatment things that were noticeably harder than they have been in previous times. I didn't do so well compared to before, so it'll be interesting to see what happens today. I wish I had your hood today. Like I always say, there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothes. Can't say I agree, I'm afraid. Maybe that'll change with time. Did you see the facade collapse yesterday? That I did. Here I was, deep in contemplation. Then, what were you contemplating? Life, the universe, my place therein. There are many other statues like me, you know, all around the world. And this got me thinking. If I were a statue stood in a building made of stone, would that be absurd? Could I feel at home in such an environment? Statue made of stone, surrounded myself by stone. Anyway, I'm glad the debris was removed quickly. It was a depressing sight indeed. Cheers, Ursula. I don't know if she's Saint Ursula. Oh, it's little crocodillo. Mr. Armani, don't you want to go inside? You're getting soaked here. No, leave me alone, you scoundrel. I'm not going back in there. It's filled with murderous, backstabbing fiends, all just out for my money. I can't even disagree with you. But you're probably going to get wet quite quickly, sat there with no cover. Here we are back at work. I wish they had doorways, magic doorways like that in real life. I would just dress you for whatever occasion. Morning, kiddo. Good morning. Is it? I'm not too sure about that yet. I've got a message for you. Dr. Theobald wants to see you in his office. And before your shift starts, too. He didn't look too happy. What? Why? Best let him tell you that himself. Good luck, kiddo. You'd best not keep Dr. Theobald waiting. You can find him in his office on the 2nd floor. Oh, ominous. Oh, there's nothing worse than being told like the boss wants to speak to you. and that they're not happy. Ugh, the dread. The dread and the anxiety. What's Finley done? That would be cause for a talking to. Can't remember. No? Isn't it the second floor? Isn't that what she said? Sure, she said second floor. It's not let me in. The door's locked. Looks like Mr. Hydrick isn't in. Okay, wrong one. I couldn't remember. This is the one. I've got to go and see the head rooster. Oh no, it's about the fight, isn't it? It's Mia and Karl. Ah, there you are, Finley. Mia, Karl, thank you for coming. We all have a lot to do, so I'll get right to the point. We've heard about what happened last night. Cal was only defending himself. It was a personal matter. Unfortunately, we don't quite see it that way. Personal matters can also have an impact on your job. But Dr. Theobald, you weren't there. I'm not going to be the fall guy just because this place is coming apart at the seams. That's enough. I've already spoken to Dr. Grakowski and Mr. Hydrick. I don't like to do this, but under the current circumstances we need to show that such actions come with consequences. Karl, you are on leave until further notice. Sorry, what? A little distance ought to do you good. But now for you, Mia and Finley. I am also issuing you a warning. This will be recorded in your files. Excuse me, but I expected better of you two. This was on the very same date we had expressly requested that the situation not be allowed to get out of hand. Let this be a lesson for the future and for all of us. Please understand, I don't like this any more than you do. But as chief physician, I am liable for any incidents involving my staff, and when one or more people misbehave, it reflects poorly on all of us. Now, please get back to work. I hope you have a successful day. Stop punching. Dr. Theobald, Please, Finley. I don't like doing this. You have to believe me. Please, get to work now. You'll have to do without Karl for a while. All the more important that you do your own job properly. This will all blow over. I promise. Right, so a team that is already under pressure and maybe understaffed, you're going to take away a very experienced member of staff. And that's going to improve service, is it? This is so unfair. Karl, It's okay, kid. It was a dumbass thing to do. I know that. Maybe a short vacation will do me good. Give me a chance to calm down. Think about a few things. I'm just sorry you guys got dragged into this. I don't think you did anything wrong. Sometimes. That ain't the point. I'm gonna head out. Maybe I'll go for a nice leisurely breakfast. I haven't done that in years. Hey, do me a favour? Sure, what do you need? Keep an eye on our ward, will you? We don't have enough staff as it is. I'm sorry I'm making your workload even worse. You'll be fine. You get plenty of rest and sleep, then you'll be in top shape when you come back. You got it. I'll check in with you later. I look forward to it. Oh, Karl. Come on, Mia. Don't just stand there. We're going to be bollocked now when we go to our ward and see Dr. Krakowski, who doesn't seem that fond of us at the best of times. Oh, this game, I do enjoy it, but it really does fill you with that dread of work where things aren't going well. But I guess that's the point of the game. Isn't Dr. Krakowski here? I can't remember what voice I did for her. I think I hadn't settled on one. Sure she is. She's pretty much always here. She's in the break room. Dr. Krakowski's keeping her head down more than usual right now. Must have a lot on her mind. Thank you. I'll go and see her, then start my shift. Yeah, you do that. Where have you guys been anyway? I've been rushed off my feet all morning. We got called into Dr. Theobald's office. You can hear that noisy magpie outside. Very noisy. Looks like we'll have to do without Karl for a while. We'll have to do what now? Has he been fired? No, but he's not going to be in for a few days. Oh, well that's just great. Exactly what I needed right now. Guess I'd better stop wasting time chatting with you then. Back to work I go. Okay, see you later. Don't know what accent that was. Some sort of generic Europeanish. She's lived in a lot of places, let's just say that. Where are we going then? Staff room? Where am I going to find Dr. Krakowski? Hiding out. Gosh, there she is. Dr. Krakowski, you won't believe what Dr. Theobald said. You mean about Karl being put on leave? Yes, exactly. How did you know? I assumed that was how the conversation would conclude. The issue was raised in the organisational meeting this morning. I was also told about the incident at Gilbert's. It was clear that the incident could not pass without real consequences. Why did I add in real? I don't know. Not these days. Dr. Krakowski, if I could please just explain. There's no need to explain anything. You know exactly how I feel about it. And you also know how imprudent your behaviour was given our current situation. She's not entirely wrong there, but I understand your feelings. Believe me, everyone here does. The frustration, the short fuse, the thin skin. It's all very understandable. Nevertheless, I support Dr. Theobald's decision. This is not the time to indulge in such provocations. Karl is a good nurse. The best we have, I would say. This makes it all the more important that we compensate for his absence. Focus and do good work. I will try my best. Can't accept the decision. I mean, you're going to have to try your best, Finley. Thank you, Finley. This is another chance for you to show me what you've got. Have a good shift. Well, actually, that was the first time that she's kind of shown any sort of sense of being on the same side as the staff, really, because she could understand the frustrations, but I guess the problem is it's not really in her hands, is it? Right, we've got oh my goodness, we've got a little bat. Look at that gorgeous little bat. Well, I'm quite worried about the notion that we're going to have to deal with a patient death at some point, because it feels like surely that will be a theme that comes up in a hospital/healthcare setting. I don't want to get attached to them. And look at this little guy. Look at those big eyes. Oh, there you are, finally. I need to make an urgent phone call. I was meant to be meeting a client 4 minutes ago. If I make them wait any longer, there'll be serious consequences for me. Really, I don't have time to be here at all right now. First of all, good morning to you. You're Ms. Van Garlen, right? Or Van Garlen? Sonia Van Garlen, that's right. And you came to us yesterday with some symptoms. Would you like to take a moment and explain again how you're feeling? Dizziness, heart palpitations, headaches, a sensation of swimming in a deep black sea but never reaching the shore. Same as usual, basically. I'm sure you're familiar with the condition. Same as usual? Well, more or less. The sensation has intensified over the past few days. Sharp chest pains, moments when I didn't quite know where I was or whether I was awake. A colleague advised me to get it checked out after I fainted twice yesterday. Do you have any pills you can give me? I don't think this is a problem we can solve with a few pills. Let me take a closer look at what's going on. All right, but please don't take too long. Oh, not this again. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. I forgot. Oh no. I'm so bad at rhythm games. If you've seen my other videos, you will know that that is true. Oh no, I pressed that one, but my keys are a bit sticky, which is not good. B. Well, it will do. Your heart rate is incredibly high. Come on, controller. Don't do this to me. Apologies. To start with, you need some rest. Alright, I guess I can take an hour for lunch for a change. Can you give me the pills right now, or do I need to go to the pharmacy? You should stay here today for observation. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted right now. What did you just say? You need to stay here for the time being. We're going to give you some medication and monitor you for now. Please take the medicine 3 times a day at meal times. That means today at noon, tonight, and to be on the safe side, tomorrow morning. That could be tricky. I don't eat in the morning. Then you should make an exception tomorrow. All right. So what was that? Twice a day, right? 3 times. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I never used to struggle with numbers. But right now I can't even remember my phone number. But I'll set a reminder in my phone for the pills. There's no need for that. We'll do it for you. But you need to avoid stress, okay? Try and switch off. Don't make any phone calls. And do not work. I'll try. Right, well, she's definitely going to work, isn't she? But, I suppose you can't enforce not working very easily. I'm sorry this has put more work on your plate too. Don't worry about it, Finley. I can't remember what accent I did for her. At least I'm getting my steps in. We'll get through it. I'll get through it. And when I say it, I mean that accent. Oh, his twins come to see him, has he? Oh, they're still both in. Hey, you two, how are things? I'm doing great, Doc. Can't wait to get out of here. Yeah, but I'm not leaving without Ollie. I get that, Rudy. I'll just keep a little distance, okay? Ollie still needs to rest. Sure thing, Doc. How are you doing, Ollie? Not bad. I even managed to sleep for a few hours last night. Can I leave today? I want to go home with my brother. Slow down, Ollie. Let me check your readings first, okay? Yeah, okay. Right, what do we need? We need some pink. Do we? Oh no, hang on. And we need some yellow. Oh, hang on, is it that? No. And then we need more red. Less red. Oh, right, no, that's correct, isn't it? Then we need that one. Is that right? That's right. So, what do you think, Doc? Is Ollie healthy again? Not quite. Oh, but we've got your bacteria under control now too. You should be feeling better again soon. Phew. Really? Yes. Ollinator. Coming back in the second round to beat the Shigella on points. Yes, good work, Ollie. Rudy, you'd better go home now. Give your brother another day of rest. Sure thing, no problem at all. Did you hear that, Ollie? Soon we can go out and have fun again. Yeah. I'll need to finish my rounds. See you later, you two. You betcha, Doc. Sure, Doc. I'm going to stay here for a little while. Of course, take your time. Let him rest. Oh, my phone's going. Hello? Greetings, hard-working fellow citizen. Guessing it's Peter. Oh no, it's Karl. Hello, Karl. Heh. I wanted to see how things were going. I just can't keep away from you guys. Everything's okay so far. Everyone's a little tense. I'm also in the middle of my rounds right now. Let's catch up properly another time, okay? That's a fabulous idea. I was just sitting here drinking a nice hot coffee when I got the urge to go out and do something. I could use your help. If you have the time, meet me at the supermarket after work. At the supermarket? Yep, I'll explain everything to you there. I'll have to hang up now too. Busy, you know it is. You right, Mia? How are you feeling? Not great. Got a stomach ache. And I'm nervous. Maybe I should have intervened yesterday. Should I have said something? You were way more sensible than us. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to really put everything into this. We'll get through it together. Right, let's go and see Irma. Hello, Irma. How? It's going to snow soon. Just in time for the Hibernation Festival. You think so? No, I know so. I can feel it in my bones. My limbs always start tingling like this when the snow's on its way. That's how I know it's the first day of winter. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little wistful today. My lovely roommate was just discharged this morning. I suppose that's made me a little lonely. How are you doing, Finley? Same as always. Is something bothering you, my dear? Oh, you know, just everyday life. I see. I could tell you a short story to cheer you up. Why don't you start by telling me how you're feeling today? Oh, that can wait. Do you have a few minutes to spare for an old lady? I'm all ears. Would you like to make yourself a tea first? In this weather, it's important to take the time to get cozy. Thanks, but I'm okay. Doing my rounds has warmed me up. All right. Now, where to begin? Before little Giuliano was born, I used to travel a lot. When I was young, I was doing an apprenticeship and renting a small room in Sandalwood. On one beautiful spring morning, I was strolling through this lovely little flea market. I found a beautiful old globe there. I bought it right away. I placed it in my room and decided right there and then I was going to visit somewhere on that globe in real life. So without further ado, I started making plans. I packed some clothes, a little something to munch on, of course. My travel journal to record that journey. And last but not least, my 3 lucky dice. I didn't have much money at the time, so sticking to the bare necessities suited me. One cool spring morning, I set out. After I'd crossed the first couple of borders, my stomach was growling. I had no money left, of course, but I did have my lucky dice with me. I walked into a fancy restaurant, one that served the finest food the country had to offer, and I challenged the owner to a bet. If I rolled a higher number than she did, my meal would be on house. I lost. I spent the whole next year working in her kitchen, scrubbing my fingers to the bone. I'd also promised her one of my lucky dice. After a year of hard work, I managed to work my way up to the co-manager of the restaurant. But my journey wasn't over just yet. I'd had more than enough of the restaurant business by then, so I continued on my way. I didn't need money. I relied on my intuition and my 2 lucky dice. It was the dead of winter, and my shoes weren't as waterproof as they used to be, so I called a cab. I challenged a cab driver to a bet. If I rolled the same number as he did, he would give me a free ride, wherever I wanted to go and however long I wanted to go there for. I rolled the dice. I lost. That's how I met my next boss. His name was Gilbert. I spent 2 years driving people all over the country. Didn't get the chance to get out of the car much myself though, but I still had a lovely time, and Gilbert and I got on like a house on fire. After 2 years, we closed the cab company and hit the road together. I kept the second lucky die hanging from the rearview mirror of my cab the whole time. We travelled wide and far, until one day we pulled up in a dreamy little town called Porcupine. It was my birthday, so we headed to an old tavern to celebrate. We had a great time, staying up until almost sunrise. The owner of the tavern was an elderly gentleman, and we soon got to talking to him. I challenged him to a bet. If we rolled the same number 3 times with our lucky die, then he would let us have the old tavern. But on the 3rd roll, disaster struck. The die fell off the table. Gilbert went to pick it up, then slammed the back of his head into a light fitting as he got back up. He spent several weeks at St. Ursula's. The hospital was still pretty new back then, you know. When he was healthy again, he took my hand. We looked at each other, the same thought in both our minds. We wanted to stay here, in our little Porcupine, forever. We scraped together our savings. We worked hard. And 3 years later, we had enough money to buy the small tavern. Anyway, that's how the story ends. You shouldn't always rely on your luck, but it doesn't hurt to give it a shot. At least, not most of the time. You've seen so much of the world, Emma. I did my best. As it turned out, my favourite place wasn't all that far away. How about you? What about me? Where's your favourite place? I don't know yet. That's alright. You'll figure it out eventually. But you've still got some work to do, unless I'm much mistaken. Sorry? Yes, actually. Okay. Let's do our usual technique. Okay, the bone is right, and then one other thing is right. So let's keep the foot and see what happens. Ho ho ho! So it's just the foot that's wrong. Huh. Oh, it's the tooth. Silly. No? Oh no, I'm gonna get like really low points now. If I don't get it this one, I'm on a B. Okay, hang on. It's the brain. It's the brain. Sometimes you've got to not rush and actually think about it. Oh, I still got a B. That doesn't make sense. I was still in the A section. Never mind. Can't get an A every time, I guess. Your fever's gone down a bit. But some of the symptoms are more severe than they were a few days ago. Should I be worried? We'll manage it. I'm going to talk to the senior physician. Thank you. I guess I'm going to be missing the Hibernation Festival this year. I'm sorry, Emma. I was hoping we'd have you back on your feet by then, but this inflammation's proving stubborn. That's okay. I've seen plenty Hibernation Festivals in my life. One more or less won't make a difference. You'll be going though, I hope? Yes, I have a night shift tomorrow. I'll check out the festival beforehand. That's good. It is your first Hibernation Festival? Yep. Wow. I hope you can enjoy it to its fullest. May I be so bold as to ask a favour of you? Of course. My son, Giuliano, is always so busy on the day of the festival. I was wondering if you could bring me a hazelnut candle. Porcupine's Hibernation Festival is the only place you can get them. You'd be making an old lady very happy. If I find one, I'll be sure to pick one up for you. I promise. Thank you very much. I'm tired, and you must have a lot to do. Have fun tomorrow, Finley. I'll see you afterward. You get some rest, Emma. Okay, well that's our shift done, I guess. So I have to go back to the staff room. Back to the staff room, and then we're going to the supermarket, aren't we, to meet Karl? This skull death notice on the notice board's a bit worrying, isn't it? How did it go today? Not bad. It's been pretty quiet, luckily. Could be because of the Hibernation Festival. How do you mean? The Hibernation Festival is tomorrow. You know that, right? And what does that have to do with the ward? I can't explain it exactly, but the Hibernation Festival is important to the people of Porcupine. It reassures them, gives them strength. Some see it as the most important day of the year, and every year you can see it in the condition of our patients. At this time of year they seem somehow less sick. Wow, it must be a really important festival. I've already heard so much about it from everyone. You're on the night shift tomorrow night. Go and check it out, you might like it. I'll stop by before work. Are you going too? No, I'm afraid I don't have time. Also, I don't want to. Just do me a favour and don't get into any trouble, okay? Well, I still got a smiley face even though I got a B. So their expectations aren't too high. Thank you very much. I can see you're not letting the situation distract you too much. Keep it up. I know you can still improve further. Happy Hibernation Festival for tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening? That's right. I'll be on the night shift too. So get some rest and make sure you're nice and fresh for tomorrow. Is there anything else you need today? Can you check on Emma? How are we going to replace Karl? Well, I mean, they're not, are they? Everyone has to work more. Is the problem. Can you check on Emma? You mean Mrs. DeCalma? I'm keeping an eye on her readings, and I'm going to check on her again later. Have a good evening. And do try to avoid any major accidents. I'm sure you'll find plenty of opportunity between now and tomorrow night. I sure will. Like, because I go everywhere like this. Well. It's been a long day. Oh, where are you going? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in bed? I feel so restless. Can't keep still, you know. Wait a minute, are you bleeding? What? Oh, no. I was just downstairs in the cafeteria. I'm on a strict juice diet right now, you see. But your cook, Sergey, he tells me you don't cater to such diets. So, you ate Sergey? Don't be ridiculous. I wasn't thrilled at the news, I must say. So I held myself to the fruit from the desserts to make my own juice with. Back at my apartment, I have a modern juicer, of course. I lack practice with large food processors and somewhat underestimated your kitchen's blender. Well, that's okay then. But still, you should be in bed and resting. I usually go jogging at this time of day. Since that's obviously off the table now, I need to walk up and down the hallway at least a few times. Just for a half hour or so. I suppose there's no reason why you can't do that for now. But please don't overdo it. If you start to feel strange, go straight back to bed. The night shift will be round soon to see whether your medication has started to take effect yet. Yes, sir. Very difficult for people to rest when they're used to pushing themselves all the time. Well, I'm ready to go home. Sadly, I'm not able to go home yet. Have a great evening. You too. Staying much longer today? A little while, yeah. Well, I hope you can wrap up soon. See you at the Hibernation Festival tomorrow. I couldn't imagine anything more beautiful. Truly, it would be a dream come true. But looking at this new shift rota, I guess you'll have to manage without me. Too bad. Hope you have a good day anyway. You too, kiddo. Cheers, Emma. Oh no, what are you doing? Rudy, what are you doing down here? I'm waiting for my ride, but I wanted to get a snack for Ollie before I go. He said he wanted something chocolatey, but the candy in the vending machine looks really gross. Tell me about it. There's a good chance it'll just eat your money without giving you any food too. Really? What a rip-off. Where can I get something sweet now? Try the cafeteria, check out the second floor. The second floor had the good snacks, didn't it? Let's say that. That's where the executive floor is. They have their very own snack vending machine there. with only the sweetest, most chocolatey delights. Whoa, really? You've got to see that. Thanks for the tip, Doc. I shouldn't have sent him there, should I? I really shouldn't have sent him there. Not to the executive floor. What was I thinking? Here, Finley. Rough day, huh? You can say that again. Do you feel like coming over and cooking with me tonight? Oh, I think there's an achievement for cooking with Mia. Oh, but I did agree to meet up with Karl, so I think I'd do that. Sorry, I already said I'd meet up with Karl. Oh, okay. Maybe another time. Take care, Finley. Sorry, Mia. Okay, we have to go meet Karl, don't we? Is this the best way? Just jumping on people's cars. We might see those teens who like to hang out in the kind of playground area, maybe. This is quite weird because we finished our shift but it's still light. But often when we come out here it's like pitch black no matter what sort of time our shift was. I think I'm going the right way, am I? I don't remember. Oh, I'm tempted to go in since we're here. Yeah, where the basketball court is. I forgot that's what was here. And there was like a little fox, wasn't there? And then the cow. There we go. Who was friends with our little pig friend. You're here every day, aren't you? What are you doing here all day? Nothing much, really. Christo says we're here for skating. But he's just sitting around all day. Many believe that this is what skating is all about. Haha. The school always looks kind of empty. There aren't that many children in Porcupine. Most people here are older. That's why there isn't much to do for us round here. And I think skating is boring. What would you like to do? Good question. I like stories. I always loved to write. And I'd love to come up with a story one day. Maybe for a comic or something like that. I collect comics, but Christo isn't really into them. Well, do you have any ideas? Sure thing. Do you want to tell me about your ideas for your comic? Nah, they're really bad. Come on, I'd love to hear them. It's not even finished yet. Maybe I can help you. When I was young, I'd always make up stories. Really? So you're like a writer? Sure, something like that. Even if I'm too busy procrastinating on my PhD thesis right now. Doing a PhD, Finley? Wow. Okay, so do you really want to hear about my idea? Sure, go on. Okay, so the story is set on a distant planet. And it's about a brave, strong, super cool heroine. She can do all kinds of stuff, and she's just the coolest. Yeah. Oh, so that's it? Yeah, told you it wasn't finished yet. What do you think? Do you like my story? That could be better. Excuse me, I burped a little there. Sorry about that. It's pretty bad, That's nothing much yet. I'm sick. What's... I'm sick. That could be better. It's not bad for the beginning. Really? You think so? Yeah, sure. Do you want us to brainstorm your story together? Sure thing. Excellent. So, first we need a name for the planet. The story begins on a distant planet called... Magitopia. I like it. What do you think about Fintopia? What about Porcupine 8? I think Ursus is pretty cool. No, we've got to encourage. I like it. Yeah, that's so much cooler. That's the wrong response. I said I like it, and then they've kind of responded as if I suggested something else. Hey, you're really a writer. Next, the heroine needs a name. Any ideas? How about Magatha? She's strong and tall and brave, and she has many friends. So it's a self-insert. There has to be a better name. Do you have any other ideas? Oh, I just want to encourage her. Magatha, sure thing. Magatha. I can feel it. It's as if I've known her for years already. Interesting that. I'm getting goosebumps. Yay. It's going to be awesome. Magatha. The saviour of Magitopia. It already feels so much more real. But, oh man, being a writer is so hard. Do you want to leave it for now? Yeah, I think I need a creative break. I'll sleep on it for a while and think about my story. Do you come here often? Brainstorming was fun. You could be my co-author. I'd love to. I'll come by as soon as I find the time. Awesome. See you on round 2. This is going to be the best comic ever. I'm sure of it. Today I met Maggie at the schoolyard, and together we randomly decided to come up with a story for a comic book. She needs some time to think things over. I should visit her again another day. Alfie, I've forgotten his name. Larissa, that's the friend. Okay, cool. Where's Christo then? They're normally on that bench, aren't they? Yeah, no one's here. Okay, so weirdly, the last time I think we spoke to Maggie, at the end it kind of said, it mentioned something to do with comic books, and we hadn't actually had that conversation yet, so we've had it now. And apologies if I sounded a bit distracted during that conversation, because my cat jumped onto my bed and was trying to settle down, and it was distracting me. Right, so we're passing the school. I feel like this kind of graffiti wasn't there before, but maybe I just didn't notice it. Right, I hope we've come the right way. I'm sure the supermarket was this way. We'll soon find out. Oh, I didn't know I could jump on these hedges. Nope. Oh my word. It's Karl. It's Karl wearing his own clothes. Karl, didn't recognise you at first. What's with the hat? Shh, not so loud. I'm incognito. Okay, why? The supermarket's new stock comes in tomorrow morning. So, what does that mean? You're just in time. Oh, Karl, I didn't realise things were that bad. I can lend you money, you know. Save it for charity. There's so much stuff in the dumpster, this dumpster that's just been thrown away. Is that legal? Yes. I see. Don't be so squeamish. You wanted to help, didn't you? Yeah, but I'm not getting into the dumpster. This is my only good jacket. Don't worry, you don't have to get your hands dirty. I just need you to distract people while I go dig out the good stuff. And seeing as you mentioned the hat, I brought one for you too. We're a team, after all. Oh, really? Karl is a liability. I love it. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? What? It looks awesome. Besides, you need to draw the attention away from me. How do I do that? How shall I know? You're full of hidden talents, aren't you? Just jump around in front of people. That should do the trick. Oh, man. Dumpster diving. We all know you're a natural entertainer. Distract people from what Karl's up to by dancing in front of them. Each person will show you what dance they want to see. Press and hold the button for the right dance to make the person happy. Some people will want to see more than one dance. If you're too slow, the person you're dancing for will get angry. Don't let this happen too often. What's B? Oh no. I don't. Oh no. Oh no, they got annoyed. Okay, I really don't understand this game. Oh, there we go. A. A. Oh, I have to hold the button. Oh my gosh, okay. I really am not doing this properly. It's getting very confusing to me. I keep give me the side eye. Okay, I finally did one right. That was so tricky. No, it's Y. I did it. And then A. X. X. I'm doing it. I'm pressing X. This is so annoying. Okay, well I've messed that up. Well, that was a bust. Sorry, Karl. This stuff isn't good, but it's better than nothing. So now you're going to eat all that. Finley, this isn't for me. We've got 2 orders for tonight. One's on the high street. The other's over by the old tunnel. Your neck of the woods, more or less. Let's get them delivered quickly. It's pretty frosty out here. What about the hat? What about it? Can I take it off now? No, we're not done yet. That's your delivery hat. You need it so people recognise us. All right. Okay. Well, I'm very annoyed about that thingy. The instructions seemed clear, but then I didn't manage to do it properly. So there's something about the Hibernation Festival. Tomorrow is the annual Hibernation Festival. This is one of the whole community's favourite nights of the year. Adele von Witterstein, Porcupine's oldest citizen, will open the festival for the 9th time. Cool. Once again, the colourful culinary stew contest will be one of the highlights of the evening. In keeping with tradition, extra hot water will be fed into the pipes of the town fountain for this purpose. This water carries Porcupine's history with it and adds a special flavour to the stews. Not sure about that. Oh no, there's something here about Gilbert's too. Last night, a brawl broke out at Porcupine's local bar. Minor injuries were treated on the scene. The noise awoke several local residents. How embarrassing. At least there's no photo. That really would be the icing on the cake. Well, apparently Finley just glides now. Just glides along the street. It's quite frustrating, that thing with the controls, where you don't, it's not very clear and you don't get a second chance. Oh, so Finley's actually walking again now, but Karl seems to be, oh there we go, it's just taking a high road. It's penis, we can't go in. Hey Finley, look at this huge splat of paint. What do you think happened here? I think I could take a guess. Hey, it almost looks like a person, right? Kind of familiar, actually. Aren't we meant to be delivering these groceries? Yeah, alright. Just figured I'd take a minute to appreciate this expression of artistic inspiration. Oh. Hey, Reuben. Glad I ran into you. Why are you still outside? It's starting to get colder. Leave me alone, you big lug. What are you two loitering around here for? And what's with the ridiculous disguises? Been wondering the same thing. Hey, is that any way to greet young motivated delivery guys? Bah! Got a bag of food for you. You can keep it. Don't need your grub. Come on, you old geezer. I know you can use it. You need healthy food and lots of it. Winter's coming and your immune system isn't what it used to be. There's even a pack of prunes. I know how much you love those. All right, give it here. There we go. Bon appetit. I'll try to bring you some more next week, okay? Yeah. Let's keep moving, Finley. We've got one more order. I can't remember Reuben's last name. We've never been allowed in that bakery, and Finley loves a baked good. Right, where did they say it was? Like under the tunnel. Maybe it's Frauke. Do you think it's Frauke? We talked to Karl. No. Okay, we have to just assume it's there. I think that's I think that's what Karl said, wasn't it? Near the tunnel, something like that. Oh, is it Alfio? Alfio, my good man. My delivery helper and I have got something for you. Thanks, guys. It's really nice of you, even if there's not quite as much as last time. Sorry, Alfio, we had a little trouble getting our hands on the goods. That's okay, I'll just have to ration it a bit. I should probably throw away the mouldy tangerine, though. Thanks again. I hope I'm still on the list for the next delivery. Sure, buddy. Then we'll get you the real good stuff again, I promise. But remember that you need to go back to the hospital, okay? Nah, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm fit as a fiddle. I know about your leg, Alfio. Please promise me that you'll get yourself checked up. Don't you stop bringing me food if I don't. Of course not. It's all yours. Just think about it, okay? Okay. Alright, buddy. You take care of yourself, okay? Finley? We're done for the day. Off to bed. Good job. Take care, Alfio. See you round. Sleep tight, you two. Cool hats, by the way. It's not even dark, though. So does Karl just follow me around now, does he? And we head back to my apartment, maybe. Well, I'm sorry, Alfio. It's my fault you didn't get as much food. Alfio's right. What do you mean? That we look good in the hats? I told you so. You just have a hat face. No, about you. You really are a good guy. Ah, get out of here. I only help out when someone can't afford a crumb to eat. It's no big deal. All the same, I kinda enjoyed it too. That's great. Still, I'd say you need a little more practice yet. You ever thought about dance school? Not until now, but maybe I will. I'm heading off. I want to be fresh for tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. The Hibernation Festival. The Hibernation Festival. See you there, I'm hoping. Of course, I'm not going to miss my first Hibernation Festival. I'm on night shift though, so I can't stay that long. No worries, we'll make the best of it. See you tomorrow. You make a great delivery assistant, Finley. We should definitely do this again sometime. Sleep tight. Well, I think we'll leave it there for this video. Well, another interesting day. Poor Karl is on leave, but he's not letting it get him down. And we've heard a lot about the Hibernation Festival, and it's finally the day of, so we'll see how that goes. But if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking it and subscribing, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and